As the years go by, their numbers dwindle. Vic Knibb is 90 now, but his memories of war don't fade. Shipped to what was then Burma at the start of 1945, he fought a retreating Japanese army for over 6 months of fighting until the final surrender. The jungle conditions and the brutal nature of the fighting left their impression.
The Japanese were quite happy to die, and I thought that was most unfair. It's bad enough fighting anybody because war is frightening. It's terrifying at times when you got a man 30 yards away shouting at you saying, "I'm Chinese, I'm coming in and don't shoot me," and he's got 2 grenades in his hands to lob at you. No, war is very frightening.
Men like Vic were part of what was often called the Forgotten Army. War in Europe was over. War against Japan, in which the United States took the lead, dragged on and seemed a long way away.
And a bullet came over, thumped me on the back, right?
He showed us his wartime diary and the bullet hole that reminds him how lucky he was to survive.
It was utter relief that it was over, and well, at least I'm probably going to get home. But it took me nearly a year to get home after that. And then what is going to happen now? I'm going to go home. I haven't got a trade, I haven't got a home. I think my girlfriend's still there. You don't know.
The 70th anniversary will be the last significant one with veterans like Vic. He says he feels no particular resentment toward the Japanese, but for many, the legacy of the war is a complex one, in particular over the Japanese treatment of prisoners of war and their seeming reluctance to apologise. That created resentment, which has taken years to overcome. Of 50,000 British troops captured, more than 12,000 died of starvation and disease. Many were forced into slave labour. It left deep physical and emotional scars. Victory over the Japanese never had the triumphalism of that over Nazi Germany. It wasn't seen as a fight for national survival. It was fought in far-off colonial outposts in defence of imperial possessions.
I think the experience in the Pacific has been sort of divided between this idea that they couldn't come to the rescue of the empire until it was very late, and when they did, it was in support of the United States.
Japan's wartime atrocities and the qualified remorse it showed in the post-war years made the process of reconciliation much slower. Simon McGregor Wood, Al Jazeera, London.